Everybody, Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Guys, listen up. Let's have a good, clean fight. All right, touch him up. Let's go.
When you get a fight like this that everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number one. Teddy, the expectation in a matchup like this, a power puncher versus power puncher, is that the fight's not going to last long. But what if it does? Then what?
The guy with less power is going to win because he's a guy that has a reserve in a place that he's ready to go to in case the power's not there.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Gets rid of that effort. Halfway through round number one. Good exchange. He fires back. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Teddy, early on in a fight, I will often turn to you and ask you what's the one thing we should look for out of this fighter. But in his case, I think it's pretty obvious, right? It's the jab.
Yeah, more importantly, it's obvious to him. He understands that. You know, he understands he's not real strong in other areas. So he understands he has to be really good in this area.
Throws a counter punch there. No feeling out round here at all. These two are slugging it in round number one.
Reminds me of the fireworks display on the 4th of July, and the rockets just keep coming.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. He gets to him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. Good defense, just covering up down low. Last 10 seconds of this first round. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind them exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just the big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Move your head.
Holy cow! A big, big body shot. What a nice counter that was. What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths, that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves. That these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Lands the counter. Halfway through round number 2. And a good solid 1-2 combo by Bad Intentions. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Targeting that head with the combination punching. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Wow! On the receiving end of a big and accurate hook that wasted no time. That's just like a little love shove right there. Just a little love shove to give yourself some room. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes the judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Double shots both come in by the Lion. Teddy, is it possible that he didn't respect this fighter coming into the fight? Now, I know a lot of people would say, yeah, he's ahead on the scorecards. But you can just see the style of fight that this is, that he's being tested.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of two things. This guy being better than his record would indicate, and what you touched on, that he's a human being like anybody else. We look at the guy's record, we think of what kind of fight it's going to be. He looked at it, he thought it was going to be a little easier than it's turning out.
Able to dismiss that body shot. Oh, what an exchange! Oh, and there you go. Wow, impactful short hook got to him that time. That's not going to be easy to survive. And a big right hand by Bad Intentions. Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
Parries that punch intended for the head. Wow, Wow, is he defensively sound. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Blocks that belt line well. So we come to the end of the round. And that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner. And they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
Oh, what an exchange. Gets rid of that body shot. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Right on the mark, double jab. Good defense, just covering up down low.
Up and down, side to side.
How about that? Another right hand. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down, you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
1 minute to go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Solid counter punch by Bad Intentions. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. A little 1-2, jab followed by the cross. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Fine fundamentals, good counterpunch. Nice work with the jab on the outside. He's just having his way on the outside, against the guy that can't afford to stay there.
No, he has to find a way to get inside. I have a little advice for him. Start moving your head and start working your way in without tackling.
There it is! Oh, he gets hit by a left hand that he had no clue on.
Hey, no holding, no holding. Come on, punch it out.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by the Lion. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now plunging. Wow! He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway, and you can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Stay away from the inside.
Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Hands up. Keep your hands up.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Well, he's sending more than one at him now. The combo to the head. Some fine fundamentals, good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Another round, will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight.
He's tired. Jab, jab, use the jab.
There it is! Bad Intentions is down. He is down. Fight is over. The Lion's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory. He's your winner by impressive knockout victory.
And he did it just the way he had to. Stayed on the outside and used those quick hands all night.